Hello learners, this is Shraddha Bharti and I welcome you all to yet another lecture on soil mechanics. In today's video, we are going to learn about the unit weight of the soil. As you know, there are many unit weights or the density of the soil such as dry density, the bulk unit weight, the saturated unit weight, submerged unit weight and the unit weight of solids. So we are going to learn about each one of them here. Let's start with the bulk unit weight or bulk density. The bulk unit weight or density is defined as the ratio of mass or weight of the soil in existing condition to the volume of the soil. So this is the existing condition of the soil. The soil is partially saturated. That means degree of saturation is between 0 to 1, right? Because the air voids are also present. If you want to know more about the degree of saturation, please follow my video on degree of saturation. So here the degree of saturation of the soil is between 0 and 1. So whatever the existing state of the soil is, unit weight of the soil is known as the bulk unit weight of the soil. Now what is the difference between the unit weight of the soil and density of the soil? So unit weight is represented by gamma and we take the weight of the soil instead of mass. We take the weight of the soil instead of mass to the volume, and unit is Newton per meter cube or kilonewton per meter cube. That means you are multiplying the acceleration due to gravity to find the weight. It is not the mass. While the density, if the mass of the soil is given, that means if the mass of the soil is given in kg and we divide it by the volume, so we get the unit in kg per meter cube, this or gram per centimeter cube, whatever it is. So when we refer to the density, it means it is kg per meter cube, and if we multiply the mass with the acceleration due to gravity, we get the unit weight of the soil, that is Newton per meter cube. Okay, now moving on to the next, that is the dry unit weight or the density of the soil. So dry unit weight is the ratio of the mass or the weight of the soil in the dry condition to the volume of the soil. That means the degree of saturation of the soil is 0. That means all the voids present in the soil is filled with air and there is no water present in the soil. That means the degree of saturation is 0. In such condition, the density of the soil is said to be dry density. Dry density is the weight of dry soil. Let me write weight of dry soil to the volume of soil. It is also represented in kilonewton per meter cube or Newton per meter cube. And if we want to express this in density, it is the mass of the soil in dry state, mass of the dry soil to the volume of the soil. And as you know, unit must be in kg per meter cube. Now, what is the saturated unit weight of the soil? The saturated unit weight means mass or the weight of the soil in saturated condition. That means all the voids present in the soil is filled with water and there is no air voids in the soil. In such condition, it is known as gamma saturated. It is again defined by mass of the soil in saturated condition or the density of the soil in saturated condition to the volume of the soil. The unit must be in kilonewton per meter cube, or if I'm expressing in density, it must be kg per meter cube, right? Now the next unit weight of the soil is the submerged unit weight or the submerged density of the soil. The submerged unit weight, also known as the apparent unit weight or the effective unit weight, is defined as the ratio or of the mass or the weight of the soil in submerged condition to the volume of the soil. Now what's the submerged condition? When the soil is fully saturated, along with that it is entirely submerged in water. In practical purpose, you can say that when the soil is below the water table, if this is the water table position, the soil mass is below the water table, then it is said to be in submerged condition. Then the unit weight of the soil is reduced somewhat because of the force of buoyancy which acts on the soil mass in the upward direction. This unit weight of the soil or let me say this reduced unit weight of the soil is known as the apparent unit weight of the soil, or the effective unit weight, or the submerged unit weight of the soil. All the three are same. Now let's calculate the submerged unit weight of the soil. So the submerged unit weight of the soil will be nothing but weight of the soil in submerged condition to the volume of the soil. Now what will be the weight of the soil in the submerged condition? It is weight of the saturated soil minus the force of buoyancy to the volume of the soil. Now how to find this force of buoyancy? The force of buoyancy, let me write it here. The force of buoyancy is the weight of water displaced by the object. Displaced by object. So if any object is submerged in water, the amount of water it displaces, the weight of that water is same as the force of buoyancy. We have to find this force of buoyancy. Can we say that it is same as the density of water into the volume of water displaced by the soil? So density into volume will give me the weight. Divide by total volume of the soil. This is the volume of the soil. Now it is same as W saturated minus gamma W. Now the volume of water which is being displaced by the soil is same as the volume of the soil. So soil will displace the water equal to its volume. Whatever the volume is of the soil, the same will be the volume of water displaced. So can we write this to the volume of the soil? That means W saturated by volume of soil, let me write this, volume of soil minus gamma W into volume of soil by volume of soil. It will be gamma saturated by volume of soil will give you gamma saturated, that is the density in saturated position, minus this soil, and this soil will be gone, minus gamma W. So this is one of the very important relationships you should know. I have just shown you the derivation of that. That means gamma submerged, sometimes written as gamma submerged SUB, or gamma dashed, is gamma saturated minus gamma W. This is one of the most important relationships in soil mechanics. You will encounter it multiple number of times. So please take a note of this. I've just explained how you derive this relationship. Now the next unit weight is the density of the solids. The unit weight of the soil solids is defined as the ratio of mass or weight of the soil solids to the volume of solids. So here is given soil and it has got some volume of air, some volume of water, some mass of water, but we will not consider them at all. We will be only concerned with the mass of solids and the volume of solids. If we divide the mass of solids to the volume of solids, or you can say the weight of solids to the volume of solids, you will get the density of soil solids. It is sometimes represented by gamma S. That means density of soil solids is mass of solids, or you can say the weight of solids to the volume of solids, and it has nothing to do with the volume of water or anything present in the voids. Now there is one important relationship between these unit weights, is that this solids, the density of solids is highest, then comes the density of saturated soil, then comes the density of bulk unit weight of the soil. That means if the soil is partially saturated, then comes the unit weight of dry soil. When the soil is not at all saturated, degree of saturation is 0, then comes the submerged unit weight of the soil. The submerged unit weight of the soil is nearly equal to the density of water. So that's all for today's class. Thank you for being patient. Bye bye and have a nice day. Do like and follow me for more.